Redding's Food Store is Winnsboro's newest and most modern food store, built in 1960 by Mr. Wayne Redding. Mr. Redding, owner. Redding's has one of the most modern meat departments to be found anywhere. Redding's Food Store covers 6,300 square feet of floor space, giving plenty of room in the aisles for convenient shopping. There are 3 convenient checkout stations to speed up your shopping, with delivery service to your car.
We at Redding's are always happy to serve you. Come by and let us help you with your shopping.
William Cameron & Company, IEH dealer at Winnsboro, is the place to come if you wish to own your own home or lake cottage on your lot with nothing down. We can build anywhere, and you may do the finishing if you desire. No cash needed to move your family into a new home on your lot anywhere. Contact William Cameron at Winnsboro for information about this amazing new plan for home ownership. Your home will be built on your lot and financed through the new plan of the Institute for Essential Housing. Absolutely nothing down if you own an acceptable lot or acreage. We have many beautiful designs and plans, and you may do all or part of the finished work yourself. Contact William Cameron & Company for complete details and for a tour through one of these modern, well-planned homes. William Cameron at Winnsboro is also headquarters for oil field rig timbers and culverts. Let William Cameron & Company figure with you on your building needs with no obligation.
Winnsboro, Texas, an enterprising city located in Wood, Franklin, and Hopkins counties, is the western gateway to the beautiful and historic East Texas Piney Woods. Winnsboro serves a 5-county area as a shopping, industrial, and marketing center. This is the Winnsboro City Hall, housing the city government, police department, and fire department. Mr. Arthur Nichols has been mayor of Winnsboro for 6 years. Mr. Nichols.
Winnsboro has paved streets, good sewer, and adequate water supply. The city indebtedness is nominal, and the tax is $1.50 per hundred, assessed on 1/3 the valuation. The valuation are set by the Equalization Board.
Here are some of the members of Winnsboro's volunteer fire department.
Already.
Winnsboro has adequate firefighting equipment and personnel, as evidenced by one of the lowest fire insurance rates obtainable in Texas. The city government is very active. Every street in the city is paved or hard surfaced. This is the Winnsboro Rest Home, licensed by the State Health Department to care for 60 people. It provides nursing care for bed patients as well as homes for active retired people. January 26, 1961, this new modern hospital was officially opened. Dedication speech by Roland Butler, president of Winnsboro Hospital Incorporated.
To the building of this hospital that I am not going to call any names, but the project itself reminds me in some respect of a long football run. Just at the time when it seemed that we might be bogged down, somebody has thrown a key block that has given us the leverage to go forward. And by one, another, this group and that group, we are today at the time when we are ready to formally open the hospital. So it is indeed a pleasure for me to welcome you to this occasion. As the earthly ministry of our Master was divided into three parts, teaching, preaching, and healing, we feel that perhaps we have a divine purpose in our gathering today. And again, I say it is a pleasure for us to work with you in building this hospital. It has been a revelation to us in unity and working together. Not everything that has gone into this hospital has pleased me. Neither has it pleased any other one individual of the hospital board. And we're glad, mighty glad to have you.
Churchgoers are always welcome at any of the 7 different denominations in Winnsboro. This is the new First Baptist Church constructed in 1960. This is the First Methodist Church. Winnsboro people are proud of their many social and civic clubs, and here are a few of them.
I'm Ted Winkle, president of the Winnsboro Lions Club, and these are some of the members.
This is one of the best organizations this side of Winnsboro.
My name is John Neighbors. I am president of the Winnsboro Rotary Club. Here are some of our members.
I am Mrs. R.E. Johnson, president of the Winnsboro Business and Professional Women's Club. And these are members of our club, part of the 43 membership.
This arrangement is lovely. This arrangement.
I hope she gets to hear she is.
This is part 2 of the story of Winnsboro, Texas, sponsored by the following business firms.
Moyer's Department Store is one of the finest department stores in Winnsboro, selling first-quality merchandise at reasonable prices. Moyer's Department Store and their employees are always happy to assist with the forward progress of Winnsboro and are ready to serve you at all times at our store. Moyer's Department Store shoe department is one of the largest in the area. Qualified personnel are ready to assist you to assure you a perfect fit. Moyer's Department Store features a wide variety of piece goods and sewing notions. A trained seamstress is always available to assist you with your sewing selection. We welcome you at Moyer's. The Winnsboro Independent School District has 3 schools, elementary, junior high, and high school. Mr. Bill Saul, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Sauls.
Thank you. The academic requirements of the Winnsboro Public Schools are second to none. We have a complete staff of teachers, with the majority of them holding a master's degree. Along with the instruction on academic subjects, a well-rounded program of extracurricular activities provides our students with a good program of diversified education. Approximately 66% of our graduating seniors enroll in colleges the following year after graduation. Our follow-up studies on these college students indicate that we can be very proud of the educational foundation they have received in the Winnsboro schools.
These are the teachers of the Winnsboro High School.
Can we just keep going?
These are the teachers of the Westbrook Elementary School.
Introducing the Winnsboro High School Red Raider Band, conducted by Mr. Norman Fidel.
Thank you, Claudia, and I hope you like our performance.
And now, introducing the Winnsboro Junior High School Band, also conducted by Mr. Norman Fidel.
Another important factor in the lives of the people is the Carnegie Library, which provides good books and reference material for the public as well as students of the community.
Winnsboro is the smallest town, population-wise, in the United States that has its own little theater group called the Piney Woods Players. We produce between 3 and 6 plays per season.
This is part 3 of the story of Winnsboro, Texas, sponsored by the following business firms.
Garner's Cleaners and Menswear on Main Street in Winnsboro. For cleaning, use our drive-in window. We also have storage for wools and furs. We have a complete line of men's clothing. Come in and see us for the latest styles in suits and men's furnishings.
We have a service that we're proud of. Come in to see us.
Taylor Brothers Appliance and Butane Company of Winnsboro has over 40,000 gallons of storage and complete domestic or commercial gas service. Your gas is metered and your ticket is stamped with the gallons delivered. Trucks are equipped with two-way radios to give you better service. Here are some of the Taylor Brothers employees who are always happy to serve you.
Blanche's Beauty Shop is Winnsboro's hairstyle center, 1004 North Main. Blanche Thomas, owner.
Thank you. When you open our doorway, you open your doorway to beauty, where hairstyling is an art. I would like to introduce my operators to you. In the chair next to me is Bertha Brewer. Next to her is Dorothy Ray. When you want the latest trends in hairstyling, come see us.
Transportation to and from Winnsboro is provided with 5 trains daily by the Louisiana and Arkansas Railroad. 2 motor freight lines furnish daily freight delivery. These, along with 3 state highways, connect Winnsboro with the major metropolitan areas of Texas and Louisiana. An airstrip near town provides an airport for plane service. Farm-to-market roads weave a complete pattern to the rural areas in East Texas and give adequate facilities to markets for goods and services. Along with work in and around Winnsboro, the citizens enjoy recreation by fishing and boating in the many lakes nearby. This is Lake Franklin.
These fish were caught in Lake Franklin, 3 miles from Winnsboro.
I caught these at Lake Franklin this morning.
They also enjoy hunting for deer, quail, duck, coon, squirrel, and other wildlife.
After the hunt, it's time to feed the little ones.
This is part 4 of the story of Winnsboro, Texas, sponsored by the following business firms.
The Kane Banking Company has been serving the people of Winnsboro and Wood County for 35 years. Mr. Melvin Kane, President. Mr. Kane.
The Kane Banking Company is always happy to serve Winnsboro in any way in which we can. These are some of our employees who will be happy to assist you in your banking needs in Winnsboro. It's a distinct privilege that I have to welcome newcomers and new industry to Winnsboro. I am a native of Winnsboro, and during all of my years I've never known anyone who has transferred from Winnsboro who did not wish to return. As a matter of fact, many who are transferred retain their property and the homes in the hope that they can return again in the future. May I take this privilege of welcoming you to Winnsboro. We would be proud to show you our town.
Here are some of the new homes in the Hilltop Addition. Some of Winnsboro's newest and most modern homes are being built here. See Mr. E.C. Wilcox or Mr. O.P. Wilcox about building your new home according to your plans and specifications in the Hilltop Addition. Come out and see these new modern brick homes now open for inspection. Priced from $10,000 to $13,000 with a 15 to 25-year payment plan. See the Hilltop Edition in Winnsboro for your new home.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Winnsboro. I'm Alan Cook with Chevrolet. I'm proud to be a part of the Winnsboro story. I'm standing in front of our spacious all-weather showroom here in Winnsboro, where we keep 25 to 30 new cars and trucks on display at all times. These cars are in out of the weather, where you can come and compare our many makes and models and colors. We welcome any opportunity to figure with you and pledge we will always be as reasonable as possible and stand behind our slogan, first in service, 100%.
This is the Alan Cook Chevrolet Company's Service and Parts Department.
We here at Alan Cook Chevrolet are always anxious to serve your service needs. Here are our factory-trained service personnel, which invite you to call us at any time the need arises. We stand behind our work and our slogan, first in service.
Unlimited advantages for industry may be found in Winnsboro. A number of industrial plants are now located here. Among them is Webb Filter Company, national manufacturer and distributor of automobile oil filters. The Farmers Cotton Oil Mill, established in 1913, was one of Winnsboro's first industries. During the cotton season, the mill serves as one of the largest gins in East Texas. Through the years, the cotton oil mill has grown and diversified so that many buildings cover 3 large blocks. Farmers Cotton Oil Company added the line of dairy supplies in 1960, used by dairymen in the production of milk. Mr. Irvin Wright is president and manager. Mr. Wright.
Farmers Cotton Oil Company is a locally owned corporation employing at the peak of the season approximately 30 people with a payroll of well above $100,000.
This is the Teddy Todd's Manufacturing Company of Winnsboro. Mr. Fort Wilson, manager. Mr. Wilson.
Thank you. Teddy manufactures for national distribution a line of girls' clothing through sub-teen and teen sizes. The cutting table is the originating point for all production within the factory. Here, the various operations of marking, spreading, and cutting go on continuously throughout the day. As each cut represents hundreds of garments, it is very important that this work be done correctly and accurately. This business has tripled in size since moving to Winnsboro in 1953 and now employs 70 people. This expansion has been made possible only through the wholehearted cooperation of the civic-minded people in this community, plus the efficient help of the building trades, plus an ample supply of high-quality labor. We feel confident that the many advantages offered by Winnsboro will contribute to our continued growth.
Oil is one of Winnsboro's leading industries, employing hundreds of people.
Before the well can be drilled, the location has to be cleared for the derrick. This is the Lee Ray Construction Company of Winnsboro, leaving their lot with their heavy equipment going to location. On location, the slush pits have to be dug, ground level, and roads built so that the heavy drilling equipment can be moved in. The Lee Ray Construction Company's office is in Winnsboro. However, they do work all over the state of Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, with good equipment, experienced operators, and fully insured. Mr. Lee Ray, owner.
After the wells are drilled and put on pump, they have to be serviced. Here are some of the oil service companies operating in Winnsboro.
The Dix Well Service Company of Winnsboro has 5 service rigs. This is a workover rig. Mr. Ben Jack McClarty, manager. Mr. McClarty.
Thank you, Mel. We have 22 regular employees with an annual payroll of $120,000. These are some of our employees.
Would you like to say something?
I'm too much right now.
This is the Winnsboro Well Service Company with 25 employees with an annual payroll of around $90,000. This is a Frank's double drum workover rig. The company has 2 rigs of this type and 5 rigs altogether for workover and servicing.
This is Tidewater Oil Company's New Hope cycling plane. The plane is owned by Tidewater, Texaco, and others with Tidewater personnel operating the facility. At full capacity, the plant can produce 220 long tons of sulfur daily. In addition to extracting sulfur from the 12,000-foot unitized smackover production zone, the installation is processing about 50 million feet of gas daily. From this gas, it is making distillant, propane, and butane, and storing it in huge tanks. In full production, this plant will extract 7,500 barrels of distillant, 1,040 barrels of propane, and 550 barrels of butane daily. Strip gas is re-injected into the formation to conserve the reservoir pressure and permit maximum efficient recovery. Gas produced from the 16 smackover wells in the field, first significant discovery from Matt Horzen in the East Texas area, contains almost 15% hydrogen sulfide by volume. This hydrogen sulfide, burned with air, is converted to liquid sulfur, which is piped to a storage sump. A total of 84 employees are employed in the New Hope plant and the shallow oil production. J.R. Mason is superintendent. Agriculture is a broad field, and in the past years, the citizens of the community have become aware of this. Tree farming is beginning to play an important role in the economy. Hundreds of acres are being planted each year. Timber and pulpwood pump money into Winnsboro. Winnsboro is an important fruit and vegetable market. Truckload after truckload of strawberries, sweet potatoes, squash, watermelon, and other varieties of fruit and vegetables are shipped daily during the spring and summer season. Each year, Miss Strawberry is selected to represent the Winnsboro area for the year. This year's Miss Strawberry is Miss Sue Adams, junior in the Winnsboro High School. Here are some of the famous Winnsboro strawberries. The dairy business in the Winnsboro area is big business. There are over 250 grade A dairy herds within the trade territory. Good pastures, climate, and water supply, as well as marketing conditions, create an attractive inducement for dairy producers. Along with milk production, the Winnsboro area is fast becoming a stocker cattle market. Millions of dollars worth of beef cattle are sold each year to packers and producers.
The Winnsboro Livestock Commission Company has one of the most active sales barns in East Texas. Sales are conducted every Friday, and Mr. J.G. Jones and Mr. Penn Gorman are owners and managers. Mr. J.D. Jones and Mr. Penn Gorman.
We'd like to invite you to come to our sale in Winnsboro every Friday.
With truck farming, dairying, and stocker cattle, one would think the farmers in this area are diversified, but they still go 2 steps further, and the egg production and broiler industry become more important each year. New broiler houses are being built steadily. Poultry raisers and egg producers each year contribute over $2 million to the Winnsboro economy. These are just a few of the highlights of the Winnsboro story. Come visit or make your home in a fast-growing industrial town.